Hello and welcome back to Horang's Nightmare once again. Horang's Nightmare, The Ghost of Bong Chong-dong Remastered. So this is the very first comic that I've read from Horang, which was absolutely terrifying. It was the scariest story that I've ever read in my life. And I do not look forward to reading this ever again, but here we are. So let's see if it's just as scary as how we remembered it. Let's begin. I think it was around 11:20 p.m. I was on my way home from an exhausting day studying for my college entrance exams. The streets were completely deserted, which was odd. I live in such an enormous apartment complex that there's always a few people about, even late at night. So I looked at the ground while walking, trying not to creep myself out. That's when I saw a shadow stretching out before me, even though I could have sworn no one else was on the street a few seconds ago. When I looked up, I saw a woman walking a ways ahead of me. But something was off about her. I'm not sure exactly what it was, but it looked like she wasn't well. She had difficulty walking. Considering how hard it was for her to walk, it didn't take long before I almost caught up to her. I got a better look at her once I got closer. She was in dirty pink pajamas, and it seemed like her limbs were all twisted in the wrong directions. Her hair was a complete mess. I stopped dead in my tracks. Something told me that I shouldn't get any closer, and I didn't have the courage to try and go around her. Christ. I've heard that if you're scared enough, you can't even scream. That night, I found out firsthand that that's true. I was literally paralyzed. Where's my baby? A million thoughts ran through my head. I don't know what compelled me to say what I said next, but I still get the chills just thinking about it. I pointed to the farthest place I could see and said, Your baby's over there. I think I just wanted her to get as far away from me as possible. The woman staggered off in the direction I pointed. Further and further until she was out of sight. I was terrified I might somehow run into her again, so I turned around and headed back the way I came. My only thought was to try to go somewhere crowded, quickly. But then... Uh-oh. She's not here! I heard the woman shriek from far away. Okay. Jump scare incoming. I don't remember anything after that. They told me that my neighbor found me passed out in the street and carried me all the way home. In 2007, a 33-year-old woman committed suicide by jumping off the roof of an apartment building in Bongcheong-dong, Gwanak District, Seoul. She had been caught having an affair and went through a messy divorce, losing custody of her 2-year-old daughter in the process. After her suicide, several local residents reported seeing the dead woman around the apartment complex. They say she was walking around barefoot in the same pink pajamas she had been wearing at the time of her death, her limbs grotesquely contorted. The end. Yeah, even though I knew what was coming, it's still it's still scary. Like, when I get scared, the first time I read this, I didn't even scream, I just froze, exactly like the girl in the comic. And no one expected the second jump scare either. How did you all think? Was this better than you remembered? I would say that it's still pretty scary. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next week, I hope.